Let's talk about a problem hiding in plain sight across the industrial world. It's a massive invisible tax that's crippling efficiency and safety, and it has a very, very big price tag. We're talking about the cost of ignorance on the front line, and today we're going to look at how we can solve it for good. Take a look at that number, $1.4 trillion. That's the estimated loss that the world's top 500 companies are dealing with every single year from unplanned downtime. But here's the thing you have to understand. This isn't just the cost of doing business. It's the cost of not getting the right information to the right person, right when they need it. It's not a machine problem. It's an access problem. So, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to dig into that massive number. Then, we'll look at the 3 big crises it's causing. After that, we'll examine why the tools we have now are actually making things worse. Then, we'll introduce a totally new, frictionless approach. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the business case for the C-suite. You know, companies have poured fortunes into getting bigger, faster, better machines. But the losses just keep climbing. So, what's going on? Well, the problem isn't the hardware. It's the complete disconnect between that complex equipment and the people who have to run it. A state-of-the-art factory can grind to a halt just because a technician can't find a simple repair procedure buried somewhere. This trillion-dollar problem isn't just some abstract figure on a spreadsheet. No, it shows up in the real world as 3 very distinct, very painful crises that leaders are dealing with every single day. So you've got the obvious one, the direct financial hit every time a line goes down. Then there's this looming human capital crisis. We're talking decades of experience that's about to get a gold watch and walk right out the door. And all of that chaos creates a compliance crisis which is just full of hidden safety and legal time bombs. And this right here, this reframes everything. We all talk about mean time to repair, or MTTR. But the most expensive, the most time-consuming part of that whole equation, it's not the actual repair. It's the mean time to information. It's all those wasted minutes while a technician walks to a computer, logs in, and scrolls through a 200-page PDF just to find one torque spec. That's where the real money is lost. Now, this financial bleed is getting way worse because of a demographic time bomb. Up to 40% of the most experienced maintenance workers are set to retire in the next few years. That's what some are calling an extinction-level event for tribal knowledge. You know what that is? It's that unwritten expertise. The stuff that tells you how things really work. When that knowledge is gone, the time it takes for new hires to fix anything just skyrockets. And this leads to a really dangerous choice for workers. Imagine you're on the floor and you realize the official procedure in the binder is wrong, it's outdated. What do? Do you follow the bad instructions and risk an accident? Or do you stop the line, killing productivity while you go hunt down the one expert who knows how to do it right? That impossible choice is a direct result of bad information access, and it's exactly where safety compliance completely falls apart. Okay, so if the problem is this obvious, why haven't our existing software systems fixed it? Well, here's the hard truth. In a lot of ways, those systems have become a huge part of the problem. They've created what we can only call an ecosystem of friction. I mean, think about it. Your company has likely invested millions in CMMS platforms and EHS systems, in digital work instruction software. So why are we all still losing $1.4 trillion a year? The answer? It's in their fundamental DNA. All of these incumbent solutions, they share this same fatal flaw. Your CMMS is a scan-to-form system. It's great for putting data in, but terrible for getting it out quickly. Your digital work instruction platform is scan to document. It's basically just a clunky digital binder. And your EHS platform, that's scan to PDF, burying the one answer you need in a massive static file. They're all app-centric. They all require login, and they all force the user through layer after layer of friction. This matrix just lays it all out, clear as day. Look at every single one of the incumbent platforms. They all require an app. They all require a login, and they all give you back a static file you still have to search through. Now look at the top line, a totally new category, a conversational query. No app required, no login required. And what do you get? An instant, specific answer. This isn't just a better app, it's a fundamentally different way of thinking. And that brings us to this new idea, the frictionless query layer. This is not about rolling out yet another complicated app for your team to learn. This is about systematically removing the friction that causes the entire problem. It's the no app, no login revolution. Let's walk through what this feels like in the real world. A technician needs a single torque spec right now. That's a 5-minute ordeal. They got to unlock a special tablet, find the right app, open it, type in their password, tap through 3 or 4 screens to find linked documents, open a giant PDF, and then start squinting and scrolling trying to find one tiny piece of data. It's an absolute productivity killer. Now, look at the after. It's almost laughably simple. The technician pulls out their own phone and scans a QR code on the machine. A simple chat window pops up. No app, no login. They just ask, "What's the torque spec for this bolt?" And they get an instant, specific answer. We've just gone from a 5-minute treasure hunt to a 5-second answer. Now, I know what you're thinking. AI, is that safe? And that is the absolute key here. This isn't some generic chatbot like you see online that might just make up a dangerous answer. This is a machine-aware AI. Each AI agent is trained only on the specific knowledge for a single piece of equipment. Its SOPs, its safety procedures, its full maintenance history. This guarantees that every answer is 100% sourced from your approved documents. That gives you the trust and, just as important, the auditability that this environment absolutely demands. So this all sounds great, but what does it actually mean in the language that matters to the C-suite? How does this frictionless experience translate into real quantifiable ROI? Let's connect the dots to cost, risk, and efficiency. The impact is just stark. This approach isn't just shaving off a few seconds here and there. It is virtually eliminating mean time to information. All that wasted time, which can cost your business hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour in downtime, gets crushed from over 5 minutes down to 5 seconds. And this breaks down into 3 incredibly powerful value propositions. For the CFO, you're going to radically reduce downtime. Just avoiding a single 25-minute incident could be worth over $34,000. That can pay for an annual contract in a matter of minutes. For the Chief Risk Officer, you are creating a legal shield, a perfect auditable digital trail of every piece of safety info delivered to your team. And for the COO, you can finally capture and scale that precious tribal knowledge. You can turn your best expert into an AI training agent that's on the job 24/7. Let's end on this one thought. The entire industrial world is moving to 2D barcodes on everything. That's not a question of if, it's a when. So the only question that leadership really needs to be asking is this. When your team scans that code, what happens next? Does it lead them to a high-friction, frustrating dead end? Or does it open up a frictionless conversation that saves time, cuts risk, and makes your entire operation smarter? That's the strategic choice you have to make. Ready to take your conversations to the next level? Try Speak with AI today. Get full access for 14 days. No commitments, no credit card required. Visit Speak with AI and start your free trial now.